Hello, and happy Halloween! Hope you have a wonderful one, and whatever you do tonight, be it going to a party, trick-or-treating, or anything else, please stay safe. So today I'm gonna do a last Inktober drawing. I failed Inktober, rather pathetically might I add. Everything was fine for the first few days, but after a little while, the will to do Inktober daily just wasn't there anymore for some reason. And that's fine. I sure missed out on a lot of interaction on social media that Inktober brings, but that's fine. Last year, I ended up really pushing to finish the challenge, and although I enjoyed it, I ended up kinda burnt out its aftermath. I remember last year I didn't draw for myself for about a few weeks after I finished Inktober, and that kinda sucked. So for this particular spread in my sketchbook, I didn't really expect creating a whole illustration, to be quite honest. I planned this video to be just a bunch of random sketches because I've been feeling a little down about my art lately, and a little blue in general because of that. But I was very pleasantly surprised by how the whole illustration came together. I honestly haven't felt as good about the drawing I made in a long time. It's not perfect in any way, but it doesn't upset me. Originally, I was gonna line it with a dip pen, but the paper in the sketchbook doesn't really work with dip pens all that great. The paper isn't very dense and kinda fuzzy, if it makes sense. So the dip pen ends up scraping at the paper a lot and feathering out. So I switched to a 05 fine liner by Prismacolor. It's a little chunkier than I'd prefer an illustration this size, but it worked alright. Originally, I was just gonna have one character in the scene, but then it felt kinda lonely. So I decided to add another character and actually really like them. In my mind, I have decided that they're definitely a couple. Really want to work more on their characters and do some world building, not necessarily telling grand stories or anything, but in my head they have a very nice, healthy relationship, and I kind of want to make series of drawings with tender moments between them. I don't know, is that weird? I also kinda got out of my comfort zone with having them actually set in some kind of environment and interacting with objects. It's not that great, as I have pretty poor grasp of perspective, but I do think it's a step in the general direction of improving. Usually my characters just kind of float in the void, so I'd like to break that habit. I really like the facial expression of the girl with the hat on. I think it's kind of cute the way she's looking at the other one. I wasn't sure as to how I want to approach the coloring or shading. At first, I contemplated leaving it just as outline, but at the end I decided to use varying ink washes. I also contemplated using only full-on black ink for a lot of popping contrast, but since I imagined most of the items dark in value, everything would kind of merge together, like clothes, tails, hair, the cauldron, shoes, all of it was going to be black. But I feel like if I ended up going for flat washes of straight up ink, all detail would be lost. So I went with ink wash of varying strength. I kind of wish I went a little simpler on the shading. Like I said before, I wasn't really planning anything that much, so yeah, poor planning. It feels good to have created something I can be a little proud about. I think most of my feeling of self-worth comes from my artwork, and because it's really the only thing I pour my heart and soul into, and it takes quite a bit of damage if I feel like I'm not doing good enough. Like, I feel like I'm somehow less of a person if I don't like the artwork I do. Even though I understand that that really shouldn't be my only like identity trait, it's really the only thing that I'm passionate about. Guess we'll always be our worst critics. And this went a little deeper than I had anticipated, but it's fine. So I still haven't named this girl, so drop the names you think would fit these cat witches in the comments. And like this video. So, and I have decided to make the smoke coming from the cauldron shiny silver. I ended up breaking open a glitter paint marker that I had and getting in there with a paintbrush because the nib was eating away at the paper. That's alright though, the marker was halfway dead anyway. But I felt like the silver wasn't standing out against the white background that all that well, so I filled the background with black ink. And at the end, I show a couple more sketches of the characters because I ended up sitting down and sketching them out a little bit because I really like these characters and I've never felt this way about like original characters. Like I was never a person who would create a bunch of original characters and then do anything with them really. So that it feels good. It feels good to be like attached to something, I guess. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have them reappear in my artwork every once in a while. And yeah, so yeah, if you have any names or any suggestions about what their characters are, I have vague idea about what their characters are, but you know, it's always nice to hear outside opinion. But yeah, this is pretty much it for this week. Sorry about last week. And I'm gonna see you next time. Subscribe to my channel, follow my Instagram, follow my Twitter, and have a nice day. Bye.